way to our friend Jack's house, who's a master woodworker, and we're gonna have him plane and joint some pieces of wood that we got from early 1900s brownstone in Harlem that we're gonna try and make shelves out of. They're like beams from the super old house, so they should look really cool when they're done.
Okay, tell us what we're doing here.
We're checking to see if there's nails in here because we don't want to ruin the blades on the jointer.
And who do we have with us?
So we have a magnet. We have the master carpenter, Jack.
And the co-master carpenter, Ivy.
Ivy, you gonna work on it with some tools and make the wood? Yeah. Yes, we don't have a small nail metal detector yet.
We're making a jig for the planer.
To add to the mystery, both sets of keys are inside.
It's just your car malfunctioned.
It's the ghost.
We're gonna take Mr. Willie Walnut's patinaed lumber he has here and try to make it into some dimensional lumber, which means we need all sides to be flat and square to each other. Typically you do two sides with a jointer, one flat side and then the other actual side. This jointer is not big enough to do a piece of wood this wide. It's only a 6-inch jointer. So we'll do one flat side, and we're gonna try and use a sled for the planer to keep this still while it goes through to make the top flat, and then we'll flip it over and make the other side flat, and then rip the last side on the table saw. So we will start with the jointer. PPE, always important. Eye protection, ear protection. These things are very loud, very messy. It's gonna fly this way, the dust.
Look at that.
And this is a Harbor Freight 15 amp spiral head jointer. It can handle up to 6 inches wide. Pretty good product. This is going to be our reference to go against the fence of a table saw to cut this one. Now we are going to attempt, I've only tried it once and it wasn't very successful for me, a sled for the planer that we can secure this to so it doesn't move while it's in the planer because it's a little cupped and we need it to stay flat while it goes through the planer. We'll take shallow passes.
All right, so we're glued down.
And the goal with this, like we said, is to keep this flat. You can see the wood has a little bit of a cup in it where it's not even. And if it was going through the planer without having this side done on the joint already, it can move and you won't get a completely square piece of wood. So we're going to try to keep it still on here and send it through some shallow passes.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear those.
So I guess you want it like what, barely touching for the first pass, right, or something?
Yep.
The gallery, the peanut gallery. Re-glue it.
And let me get a scraper.
The car saga. Someone's messing with Jack and they're setting off his alarm. How is this?
Is someone else here and inside messing with me?
Maybe there's like something touching the car a certain way that like it's setting off the alarm.
I don't think it likes Billy's truck.
Yeah, it's...
All right, so we got one side sent through the planer. Looks pretty good. A little bit of planer snipe on here. I'm still very much so a novice, so haven't quite dialed in the planer on how to get rid of that. But these, we have extra material here we're going to remove at the end anyway. We got our glue off, and we'll start sending this side through.
All right, we're going to run the other side through.
You want to go lower or try and leave some of that?
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. I like some of the stuff left. You know?
Yeah. So ideally now we should have 3 sides that are flat and square to each other, if we did it right. This last side will be run against the table saw. Let's check. See how we're looking. Looks nice on this side. This one's got a decent cup in it. You can't tell against this piece of wood, but under there. And sometimes what you can do is, in addition to putting some dabs of hot glue, is you wedge them too.
Oh, you
So-
can like shim it kind of.
Yeah, shim it.
And I would assume you want the cup, like the side that's arched up towards the top, like when you're doing this, or does it not matter really?
I don't
it's just
think it
easier
really,
probably
I
to
don't
glue
think
it down,
matters.
right? With the
Yeah, the easiest thing is to use a joiner that's big enough.
Yeah, true.
But whatever's going to get the most contact with glue, I think for now is going to work the best for us. Oh, thank you so much. Should I wear it for the video? We should be able to put it back on the joiner sled, the route planer sled. That's
But
what
if
we
this
do.
is already flat at an angle, when we keep putting it through, isn't it always going to stay at that same angle, or no?
Yes. So if you, I think the issue's here, right? Let's. This is like almost 2 7/8. And
All right, we're running it back through. We wedged it. Let's try and get it square.
I'm helping.
All right, we're going to shorten this one to get it through the.
in this shot, Billy.
What?
We need to be in the shot to show.
That's a fancy.
it is a nice stand. Oh yeah. Grandfather, I have force in a bit.
Get one nail out.
There we go.
All right, so we realized we were trying to get the side square and it kept being off. The fence to the jointer wasn't square, so we made that square and then we ran all the pieces through and they were fine. So make sure you check your jointer fence to make sure it's square before you start doing stuff, or else you could be going crazy like us, keep running it through and wondering why it wasn't square. It wasn't right. The thing that I had was not the right size. So all we do this blue.
Looks good.
No, it's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good. My ears are clogged enough.
Kona, get out.
Hold on. done. We got dimensional lumber. We just got to cut it down to size. We're not sure how wide we're going to make them for our shelves yet, so we're going to do that later. But yeah, they look pretty good. Thanks to the hard work.
Came out pretty good. Make sure you square your tools and your fences at the start of the project.